Persuasion skills are such an important asset. They're useful for getting your own way with people generally, but essential if you're selling products or services. Gone are the days of traditional hard sell techniques, as customers are much more aware of other possibilities to buy, aware of ratings from other customers as well as their own consumer rights. So these days, you're trying to create a relationship. You're listening to their needs and solving their problems. You're not selling anymore. I've spent a lifetime of persuading others to say yes to what I'm offering, and here are my 7 most powerful persuasive tips to persuade anyone to say yes. 1. Always listen before you speak. If you go into selling mode before you've even listened to your potential customers' ideas of what they need or issues that need to be tackled, you're wasting your breath. We all have 2 eyes, 2 ears, just 1 mouth, so use these in proportion with your clients. See and hear about the needs from the prospect first before you speak. Listening and interpretation skills are so important when it comes to leveraging persuasion. 2. Listen and paraphrase back. A very important thing you can say uses information that actually comes from the client. They tell you what they've got their eye on to buy, or maybe a problem that they have that needs to be solved. So yes, listen carefully, then paraphrase back what you understand they are looking to buy. Don't use exactly the same words, paraphrase. Like, I see, so your current IT system can't cope with your expanded workforce, or whatever. You have to look like you've understood what they've said. Saying this is a very powerful way, so the customer knows you've listened carefully to what their needs are and you are fully aligned to solving them. 3. Be courteous, respectful, and try to mirror. In a professional situation or relationship, you're not trying to make friends with the customer, but people always respond to basic courtesies and pleasantries, as well as having a smile on your face, which even comes across on the phone in your voice. Everyone's different, and good salespeople will be able to quickly adapt their speaking style and emotions to match the customer. Now, this is called mirroring and is a huge subject on its own, but basic voice mirroring is the easiest to do to bond a relationship easier. For example, an obviously soft-spoken and gentle customer is almost certainly not going to be persuaded to buy if they're barked at in a loud voice. Of course not. Number 4, careful compliments can go a long way. Careful's the key word here. If you can weave in a few compliments to your customer, it can help your persuasive efforts enormously, but this doesn't work if it's obvious you don't really mean what you're saying. Now, if you're not confident about getting away with personal compliments, like talking about their clothing or hair or whatever, you could talk about previous customer choices. For example, if you're trying to sell a new car, you wouldn't disparage the customer's old car. Oh, my goodness me! Because they would have chosen that car themselves at some point in the past, even though it may not be right for their needs now. So you'd say something like, "It looks like your old car has served you well. It was a good model for its time," or whatever. It helps to bond the relationship and also boosts your reputation over product knowledge. 5. See the world through the customer's eyes. We're talking here about empathy. You may be totally clued up in your own world of what you're selling. You understand the systems, what's available to the nth detail, the names, the acronyms in your business, but your client may not at all. So you quickly have to ascertain the knowledge that they have, the technical knowledge particularly, and the type of people they are, so you don't lose them in geek speak or go the other way and patronize them when they may know as much as you, the salesperson. 6. Learn body language. To be a really top persuader, you need to be able to read other people's body language very well. Observing very small negative facial movements, folding of arms, or loss of eye contact could mean the other person is just not understanding you or buying into what you're saying. Reading other people effectively will boost your persuasion powers enormously, and learning positive body language tips like subtly nodding when explaining things to people while leaning in subtly are essential too. 7. Understand the power of words. Sometimes changing a single word in a sentence can make all the difference in sales persuasion. A very powerful stance that I've learnt over the years is to assume that the sale is already made when it's not. You talk as if it's not just a possibility, and you weave in words which imply this, carefully chosen words. So, for example, you'd replace if with when. Instead of saying, if we get this new phone system installed for you, you'll soon see the benefits. You'd say instead, when we get this new phone system installed for you, you'll soon see the benefits. It can be hard to get right, and you don't want to sound pushy, you don't want to sound arrogant over this, but said with a cheeky smile on your face, it's an amazingly powerful technique. Look, I hope you found all this useful. Would you like to learn more to increase your sales, either in a physical situation or on the phone? You're welcome to download the free PDF document. Just use the link below this video and check out our extensive training course that can teach you to be a persuasive sales professional in just 30 days. Thanks for watching.